Welcome back to my channel. Donna Parsons here, and today we are going to be learning text to columns. Why would you want to learn text to columns? Well, very simply, the column that you're shown, I have last name, comma, first. And what I want to do is I want to separate last name from first name. So for example, in column A, I want the last name, and in column B, I want all the first names from this section. So the first thing that you need to do is make sure that I have a blank column to the right for the data to go, and in this case I do. So what I need to do is I need to select the area that I want to modify. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now I could just left click on the column 2 as well, and that would work. So it depends upon how much data you have. We're going to come up to the data tab across the top. And in the data tools section, we're going to be looking for something called text to column. So I'm going to left click my mouse on text to column, and step 1 box of 3 pops up. And by default, we have delimited in the radio button selected, which means that it's asking you, do you have characters that are separating your data that you want to separate? In this case, we have commas, so we do have a comma that's separating it. So we want to leave the delimited as checked, and we want to click the next button. Now in step 2 we have delimiters. So what is the delimiter? Well, the delimiter is the comma. So we need to come over to this area, and we need to put a little checkbox into the comma section. So before we do that, take a look at what's below here, and you can see that right now there's no separator. But when I left click my mouse in the comma section, you can see that now there's a line separating the first name from the last name. I'm going to go on to step 3, and in step 3 it says the screen allows you to select the columns if I want, and I don't need to because everything is selected appropriately, because I have everything selected on the left hand side. It's all selected, and when I click finish, it automatically separates the first name from the last name in 2 separate columns. That is how easy it is to do. Okay, we're going to go on to now we're going to deal with something called fixed width in the text to columns. So I've actually added male and then a phone number after this one gentleman's name, for example, in column A, and I want to separate these. So we're going to come back up to our data tab, and we're going to come over to text to columns. And now my box pops up, and in this case I want to choose fixed width, and I want to click next. And if I needed to change or move these arrows, I would just drag and drop these arrows, but you can see it automatically separated that. And if I wanted to move this over, I can, but to make sure that I'm getting in all the data and it's completely separated, you can see how easy that is. So all you need to do is just drag and drop these little arrows, or if you need to put more arrows in there, you can, or more lines, you can do that as well. And when I click finish, it automatically separates those into columns. That is how easy text to columns is. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you like what I have to say, please subscribe and leave some comments below. Let me know what you'd like to see in my next lessons. Thank you for your time. Peace out.